All right, Ryan here with LongRangeOnly.com. In this video, we're going to talk about the Nightforce ATAC-R 4-20, and we'll just get right to it. I've been using this for quite a while now. It does everything that I would expect out of an ATAC-R, and we will talk about those for that are new to Nightforce or the ATAC-R line. But ultimately, the person that is going to want to choose this is going to be focused on the compact size without giving up the durability that we have come to know and love in the Nightforce ATAC-R line. It's a little bit lighter than the bigger brothers, but not enough to make that the sole reason for choosing this optic. Like I said, you're going to choose it because you want the smaller size. And it's not a whole lot smaller. In that opening sequence, I'll have all of the specs for this scope, and you can take a look at those. But it is enough to notice if you're putting your rifle in and out of scabbards or backpacks, and you just don't want that extra bulk of the length of the bigger scopes. It's got the 34mm tube. Tracking, the turrets all feel just like they do on the other ATAC-Rs. It's a capped windage turret. Underneath that cap is a perfectly usable normal turret, as if it were not capped, and then they come with a beauty ring to put down if you just absolutely don't want to run a capped windage turret. It's got the standard zero stop. If you've used any Nightforces, it's no different. It's the same thing. The parallax is one of the best parallax adjust knobs that I've used on any scope. It's got the Digilume that you turn on with the side button right here, and it does the green and the red. If you like illuminated reticles, it's a good illuminated reticle. I'm not a huge illuminated reticle fan. This one is in MOA. It's got the MOA-R reticle, which I think is a very good compromise between like a target style reticle and a usable hunting reticle. There are better target reticles out there, something that's going to allow you to shoot a little bit smaller in certain situations, and that's arguable, but it does do a good job of maintaining that balance between those two, and I find it very, very usable for hunting situations. It is a first focal plane scope. I'm indifferent. I lean towards wanting a first focal plane scope, but I would never not choose a scope because it was a second focal plane. This one is a first focal plane, and I personally find the reticle very usable at low power. So when you dial it down to 4, the edges of the reticle draw your eye to the center, and I think that your eyeball, your natural instincts take over from there, even in darker situations. If I were going to be doing a still hunting situation in dark timber, I would probably turn on the illuminated reticle just for those situations. The scope has performed flawlessly during my use. It tracks fine, it repeats 0 and returns to 0 every time. The glass is on par with the best out there. It might be a little less clear and maybe a little bit less to my eyes in low light situation performance over like a Swarovski X5, but not enough for that to be a deciding factor for me. And realistically, it gets you clear up to legal shooting light, past legal shooting light, before legal shooting light. So that wouldn't be a hindrance. It's as far as clarity, it's right there with them anyways. It's never going to be the cause of you missing a shot. It's very good glass, and like I said, tracking's great. The size, I think, is what everyone's after. I prefer more power. If I were going to choose an optic, I would take the 25 power over this. I've killed a lot of animals with the Nightforce NXS on 22 power, and 20 versus 22 is really indistinguishable as far as that difference goes. So that's not something I would really be concerned about. I know a lot of guys don't want to use the higher power scopes anyways, and that's why I think Nightforce really built this. It's the same size as the 16 power, only you get that extra 4 power. So I think this is an awesome scope for a lot of guys. We'll go ahead and wrap it up. I know that seemed pretty short for a review, but there's really not a whole lot to talk about. You get Nightforce ATAC-R quality, you get the glass quality, the durability, the repeatability, you get the nice solid turrets, an awesome zero stop, good knobs, a capped windage. You can run it without the cap with the beauty ring, which I think is awesome. If you're going to have a capped windage, I really like the idea of having the beauty ring so you can run without it and not have it looking ugly. Not that that really matters, but it does matter to some people. 4 to 20 is a good zoom range. Like I said, 20 power is really all you need. I prefer more, but I know a lot of guys don't, and this really gives you all you need without a bunch of extra, extra costs, extra weight, and all that stuff. And then it gives you that compact size. So if you're looking for something that you want to be compact, but you have to have durability, repeatability, and weight is a little bit less of a concern, you need great glass, then you need to be looking at the ATAC-R 4 to 20. We'll have a link to a thread on the forum in the description below. You can head over there and you can ask me any questions. If you're not a member already, it's quick, it's free, it's easy to sign up. There's a lot of good information over there, a lot of great guys that'll give you a lot of information that maybe we aren't talking about on YouTube, and you can ask us questions and we'll get those answered for you. Please like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on notifications so you'll be notified of the future video releases, and we appreciate you taking the time to watch. Have a great day.